In an era where everyone's broadcasting their lives like it's a reality show, the art of keeping things private has become rarer than ever. But is it worth it in today's time? Well, surely it is. There's something undeniably captivating about a man who knows what to say and, more importantly, what not to say. Curious about what secrets a gentleman keeps under lock and key? Well, wonder no more, because today I will uncover 8 things that a true gentleman keeps private, and why it makes all the difference. Let's get started. Number 1, personal finances. Let's kick things off with money. We all know that one person who loves to talk about their latest stock market wins, or how much they dropped on their new car. But do you consider that guy a gentleman? Well, you can't, because that's not the kind of life he leads. You see, a gentleman knows that talking about personal finances is like walking on a tightrope over a pit of awkwardness. One wrong step and you're in a conversation that's uncomfortable for everyone involved. So, what does a gentleman do? Well, he keeps his financial matters close to the chest. Sure, he might have a solid investment portfolio, a comfortable savings account, and a few luxury items, but you won't hear him bragging about it. Why? Because he understands that money doesn't define a person, character does. And besides, who wants to be the guy who turns every conversation into a flexing contest? By keeping his finances private, a gentleman avoids making others feel uncomfortable or inadequate. Number 2, relationship drama. In the age of social media and constant communication, relationships have become the never-ending source of memes, sitcom plots, and, unfortunately, oversharing. But a gentleman knows that some things are best kept between him and his partner. Whether it's a light-hearted disagreement about where to go for dinner, or something a bit more serious, he keeps the details under wraps. He understands the value of intimacy and respects the boundaries that make a relationship strong. Don't get it twisted, a gentleman isn't afraid to talk about his relationship when it's appropriate. He'll proudly introduce his partner, share stories about their adventures, and maybe even drop a romantic gesture here and there. But when it comes to the nitty-gritty details, he keeps them under wraps. After all, the foundation of any strong relationship is trust and respect, and that means keeping some things just between the two of them. For a gentleman, the strongest relationships are built on trust, respect, and mutual understanding about some things staying behind closed doors. Love, after all, is special, not a topic for the next group chat roast. Number 3, political and religious beliefs. Okay, let's be real. Nothing can turn a friendly gathering into a battlefield faster than a heated debate about politics or religion. A gentleman understands this, which is why he tends to keep his beliefs in these areas private. It's not that he doesn't have strong opinions, it's just that he knows there's a time and place for everything. A gentleman respects that everyone has their own views, and he's not out to convert or convince anyone. Meaningful conversations on these topics are best had with people who are genuinely interested and in settings where there's mutual respect. So, while a gentleman might engage in a thoughtful discussion with close friends, he's not about to jump into a Facebook comment war with someone he barely knows. By keeping his political and religious beliefs private, a gentleman avoids unnecessary conflict and maintains harmony in his social circles. Your goal must be to create a positive, inclusive environment where everyone feels comfortable. And sometimes that means keeping certain opinions to yourself. Number 4, family matters. Family. It's complicated, right? Every family has its quirks, its dramas, and its skeletons in the closet. But a gentleman knows that what happens in the family stays in the family. He's not about to share the latest sibling rivalry or that awkward Thanksgiving argument with his co-workers or casual acquaintances. Family matters are deeply personal, and a gentleman understands that discussing them publicly can hurt the people he cares about most. He's protective of his family's privacy and dignity, so he keeps those stories to himself. Make sure that whenever you talk about your family, it's with warmth and positivity. Share the good times, the funny memories, and the life lessons learned, but know where to draw the line. A gentleman's discretion isn't about hiding imperfections, it's about respecting the complexity of family relationships. Number 5, personal struggles. We all have our battles, whether it's stress at work, personal insecurities, or navigating life's unexpected twists and turns. But while some people turn every challenge into a social media saga, a gentleman handles his personal struggles with quiet strength. This doesn't mean that he bottles everything up, far from it. A gentleman knows the importance of reaching out for support when needed, but he's selective about whom he confides in. He trusts a close circle of friends, family, or a mentor to help him through tough times, rather than broadcasting his issues to the world. He understands that not everyone needs to know every detail of his life. He values his privacy and dignity, and he knows that sharing his struggles with the right people can lead to meaningful support, rather than superficial sympathy. Plus, by keeping his personal battles private, he can focus on finding solutions, rather than getting caught up in external drama. When he does come out the other side, a gentleman reflects on his journey with humility and gratitude. He's learned and grown from his experiences, and he's ready to face whatever comes next with quiet confidence. Number 6, career ambitions. Ambition is what drives us to achieve, to push beyond our limits, and to create a life that we're proud of. But while some folks can't stop talking about their next big move or promotion, a gentleman plays his cards close to his chest. He's not about to announce his 5-year plan to everyone at the office or share every career milestone with his entire network. Instead, he lets his work speak for itself. He's focused on doing the best job he can, knowing that success will come as a result of his hard work, not his ability to hype himself up. This isn't to say that a gentleman doesn't share his achievements. He absolutely does, but with humility and to the right people. He'll celebrate wins with his close circle and acknowledge the support of those who helped him along the way. But he's not interested in turning every career move into a headline. Number 7, charitable acts. In today's world, it's easy to turn every act of kindness into a social media post. But a gentleman, he believes in the power of giving quietly. Whether he's donating to a cause he believes in, volunteering his time, or helping a friend in need, he does so without seeking recognition or applause. A gentleman understands that true charity is about the act itself, not the accolades that come with it. He's not interested in showing off how much he's given or how many hours he's volunteered. He's focused on making a real difference, no matter how big or small. By keeping his charitable acts private, a gentleman ensures that his intentions are pure. He's not giving to boost his ego or to gain social capital. He's giving because it's the right thing to do. And that, in itself, is a reflection of his character. A true gentleman finds fulfillment in knowing that he's contributed to something meaningful, even if no one else ever knows about it. And in a world where so much is done for show, this quiet generosity is a breath of fresh air. And number 8, true emotions. Finally, let's talk about feelings. Those tricky, complex, and sometimes overwhelming emotions that we all experience. While some people wear their hearts on their sleeves, a gentleman knows when to keep his emotions in check and when to share them. He's in touch with his feelings, but he's not about to pour them out to anyone who will listen. He understands that emotions are powerful, and that sharing them too freely can leave him vulnerable or even misunderstood. So he chooses his moments and his confidants carefully. This doesn't mean that a gentleman is emotionally distant or closed off. On the contrary, he values deep connections and isn't afraid to express himself when the time is right. But he also knows that some emotions are best kept private, shared only with those who have earned his trust. If you choose to do the same, you can maintain a sense of self and preserve the mystery that makes you so intriguing. That's not to say that you should suppress your feelings. Simply choose to navigate them with care and thoughtfulness. Well, that's all for today. So, how are you going to try and be more gentlemanly from now on? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to respond to every single one. Like and subscribe if you love elegance and gentlemanly conduct. And if you don't subscribe, well, it means I'll just have to wait another day to onboard you. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep it classy, keep it private, and remember, sometimes the best stories are the ones you never tell.